Hey everybody, welcome back. How are you? So I just posted a very short video showcasing Chantal and her new Cameo account. And I've been trying to catch up with the foodie stuff today. So she did another food video called Chinese Food Again, and it's humble pie with a side of lies. Because in this video, she apologizes for some of the things she said and for her attitude, but she also says some lies about having a Cameo account, as well as a few other things. So I want to go over the video with all of you here. So let's just do that. Normally I jump into Twitter. You know what? Screw it. I'm going over to Twitter because before we get into the humble pie with a side of lies, I'd like to show you guys some cool stuff. Is that okay? I think you will enjoy some of the stuff that I found. Some of the stuff is really, really cool. So let's just get started with that. It won't take that long. So this is a very heartwarming picture from Protect All Wildlife. Fireman Jeff Clark rescued a pregnant dog from a house fire in Charlotte, North Carolina. A newspaper photographer noticed the dog in the distance looking at the fireman. He watched as the dog walked towards the fireman and wondered what she was going to do. As he raised his camera, the dog, a red Doberman named Cinnamon, came up to the tired fireman who had just saved her life and her unborn babies and kissed him just as the photographer took this incredible image. Look at that. What a wonderful picture and incredible timing with the photograph, but that is amazing. You know, firemen, they do such a valuable job to the community. They are the unspoken heroes, as well as the doctors and nurses and other personnel who take care of other people. Much thanks to all of you who work in the medical field, or perhaps you're a fireman. You are the unsung heroes that do such important jobs. I salute and applaud all of you. But here is a dog giving their idea of thanks to the firemen that saved them and their unborn children. Well done, sir. And Foodie over there saying that animals don't matter. This picture shows they do matter. So let's move on to some other cool pictures. Here's one from Mrs. Floopa Booty. So Chins likes to talk about her First Amendment rights, eh? She clearly understands the concept of amendments. I think I found a copy of her personal list that she wrote up the other day. The amendments. I have to eat always. I never lie. Everyone else is a hypocrite. I can take video in public because I'm so pretty. I can dox because someone else did it first. I can call anyone fat because they call me fat first. Natter loves me, not Dee Dee Mega Doo-Doo. No man will control me. I have bed, so can it. 3 entrees plus 2 appetizers equals 1 normal meal. Those are her amendments. Thank you, Mrs. Floopa Booty. Now, this is amazing. All of you artistic people out there, dig this from Darth Mando. Anybody heard of the famous painting Starry Night by Van Gogh? Look at this bathroom. Oh my God, I would love it. I probably wouldn't even leave that bathroom. I'd be spending so much time in there. Look how incredible that is. That is stunning. Whoever painted that, whoever thought of that, amazing. And thank you for sharing that picture, Darth Mando. That is just jaw-dropping. What a beautiful way to paint up your bathroom. Just make the whole bathroom into the Starry Night painting from top to bottom. Amazing, amazing artwork. Amazing. Okay, this is from Science Girl. This is a straggler fig tree. Inside this tree is a hollow space where a different tree stood. The straggler fig seeds had made their way into the canopy of a host tree and germinated. As the fig roots grew, they cascade down the trunk. Once they are in the ground, it gradually tightens its grip around the host tree. The process hinders the flow of water and nutrients, causing the host tree to weaken and eventually die. Over time, the straggler fig takes over completely. Once the process is complete, the original tree decomposes, The hollow center is all that remains to mark its existence. But what an amazing looking tree formation. It looks almost unreal, like it's something out of a fairy tale. Very interesting and very different. I like to show different things to you guys. Okay, so enough with this stuff on Twitter. I just want to share the cool things before we get into the actual video. So let's get on with that. Okay, so there's Foodie doing another random food video, and we know who she's doing it for. It's not for 100% of her audience. It's just for a certain group of people that pay a little extra. So here we go.
I'm totally trolling because, no, I love Chinese food. I have to eat it every single day. All right.
No, you don't. And in all the history of Foodieverse, you never went wild for Chinese food. There's nothing wrong with Chinese food. Lots of people eat Chinese food, but you never had a craving for Chinese food. You picked one thing and you would go wild with it for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, and then you pick something different and go wild with that for a while. You are a creature of habit. So why all of a sudden is the interest in Chinese food? Somebody paying you for it, Chantal? I think they are.
I'm on a Chinese food bender, so.
By the way, nice language. Using the word bender. Nice. Aren't you supposed to be in recovery, right? You're on the path to recovery to the point where you're saying that you want to be an expert in problems of food. You're some kind of expert, or you want to be an expert. So how are you going to accomplish that by saying you're on a bender? I would like to say, before we get started with the rest of this video, anybody who's looking for any kind of medical advice or knowledge or help, please do not look towards Foodie Beauty for any of those things. She is not a wealth of knowledge. She is not an expert at anything except being a dramatic mess on YouTube. If you need some sort of help in some way, whether it's therapy, whether it's medical advice, some kind of medical attention, please look towards people that know what they're talking about and can give you the proper help.
I don't know how many more days I'm going to eat it for, but here we go.
What do you mean you don't know how many days you're going to eat it for? Again, is somebody paying you for this? And as long as they keep paying, you're going to eat it? Why wouldn't you know how long you're going to eat it for? That makes no sense. Clearly somebody's paying you for this, Chantal.
Oh, I was going to have Shake Shack, and I'm like, nope, Chinese food. I need chicken Manchurian. Stat. Whoa, I'm excited. Okay, we have a Lipton iced tea this time instead of their homemade one. Whoa, red fruit flavor. Lipton, low in calories, which is good. We have some jalapeno water, my favorite. Let's try one right now. No, let's explain the food first. We have some fried dumplings. Yummy, yum. We have some vegetable fried rice and some chicken Manchurian. I'm going to use chopsticks because it just hits different. I told you, Asian-inspired food with chopsticks tastes a lot better. All right.
You should really only use chopsticks if you know how to use them properly. So why, if you don't know how to use them properly, why not just get regular utensils so you don't make a mess and you won't get the food on the floor or on your clothes?
My hijab is malfunctioning. Okay, so Bismillah. Let's try this food out. Okay. Let's see. Let's try a dumpling. I need to practice my chopsticks anyways, in case I, tour East Asia or something.
You're never going to do that. You're never going to go over to East Asia or Japan or China. Although I would love to see you in China or East Asia. I really would. You want to know why? Because countries such as that, they are very, very big on manners. And they are very big on being polite, not being offensive. Imagine someone such as yourself, Chantal, that you go out of your way to be offensive and rude and vulgar, how that would go over in East Asia or China or Japan. It wouldn't go over very well.
Bye. Mm. Some kind of halal meat inside. I don't know. Chicken. Mm. Every night in my dreams.
Oh no, she's not going to sing, is she? Does she honestly think she's Celine Dion? No, not in a million years, Chantal. Oh God. My ears did not sign up for this today. They did not consent to this torture. Oh, please. Please spare me the torture. It's bad enough that I have to watch you and react to you. And you're going to sing on top of that? I don't get paid enough for this crap. I don't get paid enough for this crap.
So I have some exciting news. That's why I'm so excited. No, that's not why. All right. So whenever, like 2 years ago, people
Complete a sentence, you beast. Can you take a break for just 2 minutes, complete a couple of sentences, and then continue eating? You can pause in between the eating to complete a sentence and complete your thoughts.
people were asking me to get a Cameo. Now, I didn't realize that just not anyone can get a Cameo. You have to apply this and that. Ooh, that's spicy.
Okay, we're going to stop right here because I would like to show this to all of you. Consider it sharing of information because I do like to share information. So, Cameo is a site that she's right. Not everyone can just sign up and make a profile there. You literally have to be invited by someone who's already on Cameo. It says right here, here's the part that will seem most difficult to you just getting started. You can't just join as a creator unless you have a VIP invite code. You have to know someone who is famous enough to be on Cameo in order to get a professional Cameo account. So there's the information right there, folks, in black and white. Now let's go back over to Foodie. And it's weird. She said she tried to quote unquote sign up for Cameo 2 years ago. So that was 2 years ago. Why all of a sudden is she interested in Cameo now? What about her or any of her actions would suggest to her that the idea of being on Cameo is a good idea? She's not a famous YouTuber. She doesn't have a myriad of talents that she could use on Cameo and showcase herself. Why, after 2 years, is it so important to be on Cameo? Is she trying to use that platform to attract those food interested people? To find a platform where she can have a profile and cater to them without anybody calling her out for doing that kind of content. All right, let's go back over to Chantal and what she's doing.
So I applied like 2 years ago. I'm done with the chops. And didn't get approved, I guess, because I never heard back. They probably looked at my channel and was like, no, you're not cool enough. So I guess I make it to washed up celebrity status or under that. I'm kidding. So, anyways, recently I received an email. Lipstick goes on, lipstick comes off. I'm going to actually take this off so I don't get anything dirty. Okay, get comfortable. All right, I'm ready to eat. um, they were urging me to apply for Cameo.
What? Nobody reached out to you on the Cameo site and said, "Hey, Chantal, we really love you. You're so talented that we must have you on our site." Nobody reached out to you and urged you to join Cameo. You just wanted to find a platform where you could do the food interest content on there and get away with it under the guise of, "I'm just doing other kinds of videos." But I showed your profile on the site. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. Let me go get something. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to pull it up again right now. So on Cameo, how is Foodie billing herself? Let me show you. For those that didn't see the short video, let me show you again. This is her profile on Cameo. Look at the tags. Look at how she's billing herself. YouTube content creator, queen beezer, mukbanger, gravy connoisseur. So she's signaling all of the food people to come and contact her for videos. And look how much she's charging. $25 for a personal video, $5 for a message. So it's not enough, Foodie, that you're on your channel, making content on YouTube, making money on there, posting your Instagram, posting your email for those people to contact you privately so you get money on the side. No, now you're going public with it. Saying, you want that kind of content, contact me on Cameo and pay me through Cameo. Making it more and more obvious who you're doing your videos for, Foodie. The audience that you're really looking for versus the one you actually have. But go ahead.
To become a talent. Talent. So I did that. And I've been approved. So I set up a Cameo.
All I want to know is who in the blue blazes would invite her to Cameo? That's a question in my mind. Who knew about Foodie enough that they would invite her to Cameo? I'm pretty sure no famous actor or actress or thespian invited Foodie to Cameo. It must have been somebody on YouTube that knew about her, that had an account on Cameo. So who did it? Who's responsible for this? Who invited her to Cameo? I really like to know that.
Can request personalized videos, shout outs, direct messages. You can ask me questions. And that personalized video is yours to keep forever.
And it also might be a way for Foodie to make money off of people that don't like her. I know a lot of people might be tempted to contact Foodie through Cameo and have her say some disparaging things in the form of a video, but just remember, she makes money off of hate. And she used to do it by doing her live streams, and she would make people angry and they would send her hate super chats. This is just another version of that. Somebody out there might be tempted that they don't like Foodie and they want her to say something really, really awful, and she has to say it because if she doesn't say it, she won't get paid. But understand, it doesn't matter to Foodie how she makes the money as long as she does. So you'd still be putting money in her pocket. So just please give that a thought. Please give it a thought.
So if you have someone who's a super fan, if you have somebody who wants like a birthday message or some kind of celebration message, you can request sour. It's in like a vinegar. I love it.
So going back to what she said earlier, she said that she, quote unquote, got an invite 2 years ago or an interest in Cameo 2 years ago. So for 2 years, she didn't care about Cameo. Now, anybody going back to the timeline, that was about the time when she was with Natter. So she was making serious bank during the whole Natter arc. You know, like a couple of months, she said she made $20,000 for one paycheck. Now, here we are almost 3 years later, and everybody knows that her views have gone down, the super chats have gone down, and I feel that's the reason why she's on Cameo. She's broke, or she's running out of money. So she's just looking for any and every way to make that money. So now she's interested in Cameo again.
You can request it.
And you know what, Chantal? You can have up 1 million platforms. I remember when you had several going at one time. You had your YouTube channel. You had another YouTube channel. You had, what was that other one? It was kind of like Patreon. You had OnlyFans. You had 4 or 5 things going at once. You even had Twitch. You had people sign up for memberships on all the platforms, and you promised content and you never delivered. But you were bragging about having all those platforms. You just wanted to get the money from people and you never delivered what you promised. You even had the postcard club. Remember that? People gave you upwards of over $100 per person for that postcard club, and they never got a single postcard. You're always looking for ways to get money out of people and get away with getting the money and not giving anything back. So you had all those platforms. You didn't keep up with all those platforms. And after a while, people figured out, hey, I'm not going to get something, so I'm just going to stop paying. So is that going to be the case with Cameo, where you set this up, you talk about it, maybe you try to get money out of people, and then you don't give anything? I don't think Cameo allows that. It doesn't allow people to be ripped off.
So,
as a matter of fact, while we're here, while we're talking about it, I'm just going to look something up. How do creators get paid on Cameo? For Cameo videos requested through cameo.com, you'll receive 75% of the booking price. The remaining 25% and any service transaction order processing fee goes to Cameo. So out of the $25, she only gets 75% of that. Let's see. Yeah, 75% of the booking price. Cameo gets their cut. Let's see. Oh, oops, sorry. Now I'm also going to look up how to request refund on Cameo, because I'm wondering, can people get their money back? Yes, you can get a refund on Cameo. So if somebody, I guess, doesn't do the work, let's see. You can get a refund. So this is not something where you can just rip people off, Foodie. People can ask for a refund. Cameo purchase refund. Cameo refund. Words. Cameo purchase refund. If you got an email receipt, use the report a problem link in it. So if you take people's money and if you don't do what you're supposed to do, people can ask for a refund. So, you better be honest on Cameo.
All information is in the link down below in the description on how you can purchase a Cameo, the pricing, everything like that. Ooh, spicy.
The cheaper option for anybody who wants Foodie to say hi to them or something, the cheaper option I would think is just use her YouTube channel. Just buy a cheap super chat or something and hey Foodie, can you say hi to me? That'd be a cheaper way to get about getting a Cameo without using Cameo.
That's good though. It's like a soy sauce, ginger kind of thing. It's really sweet. It's spicy.
Pardon me if I fast forward through her video. There's so much dead air space. It's driving me nuts.
And that's awesome because you have to have a certain amount of like recognition to be like on Cameo.
No, you don't. You don't have to be a famous anything or any other thing. You just have to know someone on Cameo or someone has to refer you, and that's pretty much about it.
Like a certain amount of following. I think on Instagram you only need like 20.
They don't care about your following, Foodie. You are nobody to Cameo. You're nobody to YouTube. You're just a small channel. You don't have billions and billions of followers. Stop trying to pump yourself up with hot air. You just have to have a VIP link. And obviously somebody out there gave you one, and that's why you're on Cameo.
1,000, but I don't know for YouTube. How many you need?
Cameo doesn't pay attention to YouTube. It's a different platform. Do you honestly think Cameo pays attention to the number of subscribers you have on YouTube? How many likes or dislikes you get? They really don't. This is Foodie trying to make herself out to be some kind of a big deal.
So, I mean, you want to have a more personal interaction with me? Give me your peace of mind. Ask me questions. Ask me a question, or you want me to give you a shout out or happy birthday or something like that.
Why can't you do that on your YouTube channel? Where's this personal interaction on your YouTube channel? I mean, this is your main ship. This is what's making you the most money. This is where the most people are, is your YouTube channel. Some of them have been following you for years. Don't they deserve the personal interaction there? You're saying if you want personal interaction, go somewhere else and I'll give it to you, but you're not going to get it here. I'm going to be on my channel, eating my food, acting the fool. You're not going to get it here, even though you all show up in my chats and you talk to me and you give me the video views. So in an indirect way, you're financially helping me. Even if you don't send me a super chat or a super sticker or buy a membership, you're keeping this channel going. You deserve the personal interaction. You deserve to be entertained, but I'm just not going to bother. But go over to Cameo and pump me up there and give me 25 bucks or $5. You got your priorities all backwards, Foodie. You should take care of the people on your channel first, and anything on the side is later.
Again. Oh, spicy. Check the link in the description. Oh, that's really spicy. What are you doing? Gosh. So yeah, I know I've eaten Chinese food a million times, but I really love Chinese food.
That look said it all. She doesn't love Chinese food. I've watched a bazillion videos of Foodie. She never had a passion for Chinese food. That was never the food that she loved the most. It was always burgers and nashies and fries and pasta, carbs. And it was only when she went to Kuwait that she suddenly got a passion for rice. Everything was rice. I guess because that's just a normal thing over there, is just things with lots and lots of rice. But she's like, I really love Chinese food. Then why didn't you eat a lot of it in all the time you've been on YouTube? Never showed a lot of that. I think somebody's paying you for this crap.
Oh, I keep editing for sniffles because too spicy, man. So I also want to apologize.
Here comes the humble pie. You better scoot that food out of the way because you need to eat a big slice of that.
In my last video, I think I was, came off as very arrogant when
You did, and you are.
I was talking about, hungry fat chick and the carnivore diet. I did see that she's lost a significant amount of weight. So whatever she was doing was working. And you know what? I'm very proud of her. It's not easy. And
You know what, Chantal? Everybody would like you just a little bit. Just a little. If you were honest. If you were honest about yourself. But you're not honest. You are a liar. Two things that are consistent in the foodie verse. That you lie and then you tell on yourself. And the only time you eat crow is when you get called all the way out and you're backed into a corner and you have to apologize. But you don't ever apologize because you're feeling regret and remorse in your heart. It's, oops, I've screwed up and there's backlash and I got to get myself out of this corner. So I'm going to act like I'm sorry when I'm really not. That's totally you. So you apologizing to Candy? First of all, ma'am, you should have nothing to say about what's going on with Candy. She's not speaking on you. She's not talking about you. She talks about herself and what she's going through and what she's doing. She's doing videos where she's showing her way and she's talking about her progress. She's opening up to her audience. She's going through her struggles, but she's holding herself accountable, and that is to be commended because that is something you don't know how to do. Or if you do, you refuse to do it. But you had no business speaking on Hungry Fat Chick. None at all. Not with you over there. You say, I'm struggling, but you're not struggling against anything except trying to figure out what meals you want to have all at once. That's your struggle. I think the only reason why you're apologizing is because there has been a huge backlash over what you said about Candy. You opened your big mouth and you were arrogant and offensive. And there's been a backlash over that. A lot of people have been speaking about it. That she's been making progress, she's trying, and in a backhanded way, you were being insulting, you were being degrading, and it's awful. Maybe you're jealous of Candy and her progress. Maybe you're jealous of the attention. If you took care of yourself and you cared about your health and you went on a real health journey, maybe you might get some positive attention. But no, you insist on continuing down this path that is unhealthy and hurting yourself, and even going so far as to trying to find other forms and other websites where you can signal the people that are looking for the food interest content and attract them and make money off of it. So somebody else who's on a different path, you're going to, in a backhanded way, insult them and put down what they're doing. At the same time, you're hurting yourself. You are an expert at nothing. You are a very sick woman in a lot of ways. You need help. You need professional help, yet you are not ready to seek help. You insist on monetizing your problem versus treating it. Well, somebody else on YouTube, they recognize they have a problem and they're trying their best to fix it. And you should have nothing at all horrible to say about that.
She doesn't need my approval or anything, but
Nope.
I just think that's really awesome of her, and I congratulate her on her weight loss. And that's awesome. I actually didn't mean anything bad or to make fun of her for her
You were making fun of her. I reacted that video like, look at her eating steak every day. Oh my God. You were being completely insulting, Chantal. And don't sit there and say, oh, the reactors, they make stuff up. No, you give us the videos, we react to them. I reacted to that one. You were being backbiting jealous about Candy.
particular choice, but it just meant for me personally, I meant like to describe my issues with carnivore diet.
Well, that's your issues. Your issues are your issues. Somebody else's issues are their issues. Your life is not somebody else's life. What works for you may not work for somebody else, and vice versa. That's why you cannot be a representative of another person, just yourself. And that's why you cannot come forward and put down somebody else who is on their own path and they're making their own choices and they're just trying to figure things out, figure out what works and what doesn't.
I'm not saying that this diet is healthy.
No, it isn't.
Or any better. I'm not comparing, but that was just my opinion on it. But
well, nobody asked for it and nobody wanted it. And if you're over there all kinds of sick, you got nothing to say about the improvements that another person is making to their life. Focus more on yourself and not on other people.
I realized it came up like my delivery was arrogant, you know.
That's because you're arrogant and hateful.
Which I tend to do sometimes. And I maybe only realize like after I've uploaded and said my piece.
Yeah, you uploaded and you said your piece, and then you went running around on Twitter, you went running around on YouTube, watching the reaction channels, watching what people were saying in the audience, and you thought to yourself, I screwed up. I really, really screwed up. I opened my mouth when I shouldn't, and everybody's calling me out for it. That's why you should think before you speak. Just think about it. Take a moment and think before you speak. Because half the time, either garbage is going in your mouth or there's garbage coming out. Shut the lid on all of it and say, maybe I should think about what I put in my mouth. Maybe I should think about what comes out before I let it come out.
So that's, yeah. That's really awesome for her. What else? What else was I going to say? This chicken is delish. And the sauce, but it's spicy and salty. That's what I love about Chinese food. Like, it's very sweet, salty, spicy at the same time. Julia. If it's not meat she can eat, she's not watching me. She's not trying to steal it.
Maybe she wouldn't try to steal your food if you fed her or if you didn't condition her to eat while you're eating. You trained her for that, Chantal. You trained her to come to you while you're eating because you would give her scraps. And really, you shouldn't be feeding her the things that you're eating because they may not be good for her. Like the chicken with the onions in it. Onions are very poisonous for cats. But you were eating chicken stuffed with onions. You can't get mad at Julia for just responding in a way that you trained her to respond. That's the messed up part about you. You want her attention, you want her in the video, you want people to see her. So the only way she'll come up to you is if you have food. So you offer her food, but then you turn around and you shoo her away, even though she's just doing what you trained her to do.
I used to hate peas and carrots, or what they call vegetables of the day, like the frozen melange.
Who cares?
I like Hungry Man. I want a small piece of chicken. There we go.
Okay, you know what? She's pretty much done. We got like a minute left. She's boring as all heck. So let's go on to the comments. Sarah Lee says she's going to keep the money and order fast food with it. Well, I have no doubt about that. Because I'm sure a lot of her YouTube paycheck goes for her food bill. You know, like she's basically earning money so she can eat more food because she's not doing anything else to benefit herself with that money. Sarah Lee says she needs more money to stuff her face. I can't argue with that. Libby says, did you say $25? Yes, ma'am, she did. She did. And she only gets 75% of that because Cameo takes 25%. Aluminum Brain says, that's a bummer. $25 is too expensive for the average watcher. Well, that's because Chantal is not looking for and seeking out the average watcher per se. She's looking for those fetish guys, the ones that have an interest in food that'll pay more than just the average price, you see. She is trying to rope in all of the people that have an interest in food that they have no problem plunking down a little bit extra for what they're looking for. So, as I said, out of the 100% of people that visit Chantal's channel, she's only catering to the 25% that have a little bit more extra money and have a very special interest in food. BD says, Chantal, I love you for you, but ain't nobody going to pay for a Foodie Beauty cameo except to make fun of it on a reaction channel that will make 3 times more money than your cameo. Don't get mad and block me, you know I mean well, but we'll tell you the truth. That might be true. There might be some people that don't like Chantal that might pay for a cameo and they can do what they want with their money. But as I said, whether somebody gives her money because they like her or because they don't like her, at the end of the day, it goes into the bank account and it's money in the bank, and that's really all she's looking at. DL says 25 bucks for a cameo. LMAO, you certainly do think highly of yourself. Even actual famous people don't charge that much. Good luck, Foodie. You look cute. Well, I haven't been around Cameo to know what the going price for a cameo is, but just for context, let me just stop the screen for a minute because I am curious. I'm very curious. I would like to know, let's just say, some celebrities. Let's see. How much they charge for a cameo. Let's just say Beyonce. I'm just pulling some names out. Heck, you know what? I'll even, since she was singing Celine Dion, I wonder if Miss Dion is on Cameo. Oh, oops. No, Miss Dion is not on camera. But let's just, who else? How about some comedians, reality TV actors? How about actresses? I'm sorry I'm pausing, guys. I am just looking to see what they charge. Let's see, Tia Carrera, $75 for what? Personal video, $75. But Foodie's over there charging 25 bucks and nobody really knows who she is. Nobody knows who Foodie is off of YouTube, so 25 bucks is a lot. All right, let's go back over to the comments. All right. Becca says, no one in their right mind is going to pay for a cameo. Well, that would be a smart thing. I mean, I think she made enough money with the postcard club and nobody got a single postcard. So the good thing is Cameo does have a refund policy and you can get your money back if she doesn't fulfill her part of the obligation. So there's no chance of people getting ripped off. Let's see. Okay, so that's it for the comments. We'll just leave it here. Foodie has a live going right now. I'm going to take a look at it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, would you please like and subscribe and leave a comment yourselves? Because I love hearing your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this matter. It's Foodie on Cameo, really? Let's see how long that lasts, y'all. Let's see how long she lasts with that. All right. Everyone, please have a wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye now.